I've long debated how I wanted to start this update, and going back and forth. I decided on two things. I decided, um, number one, I realized I never did the actual intro that I normally do when I put it on Spotify on the website. So I feel like I kind of owe you guys this. So good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it might be. Thank you for tuning in to another channel update here on the Show Podcast Network YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jonathan Goodall, aka JG Smooth. Uh, Before we jump into it here, because we've got a lot to get to, I thought it was best to start off with some numbers. And they go as following: 1,062, 2,530, 4,268, 166, and 48. Now, you might be asking to yourselves, okay, what all those numbers sound great. What do they mean? Well, 1,062, the number of total views in the month of July. 2,530, the number of total views in June and July. 4,268 views. That is the total of any real life UCO content, not counting the failed dynasty, the failed season mode. It's just the real live UCO stuff. The 166 is, again, it's all time likes for all the real life UCO stuff, and the 48 is the subscribers. Now, if you had told me we would be reaching all these numbers when we launched the channel back in January, I would have called you a liar, because full disclosure, I was about to quit. I was about to give it up. If you listen to the first vlog, the first vlog I did for we were going to try to do the spring game, and the spring game, the weather, it kind of ruined that. But I touched on the fact though that 2019 wasn't great. Obviously, when you go 5-6, the interest level kind of wanes. When we were what, 8-4 2018, and we went 7-1 down the stretch. Yeah, if you count the bowl, and then obviously there was 2020. So I mentioned then, anytime you miss a year creating content, it can be very tough. And then last year, what I had planned, we couldn't do, because again, the computer fan was going out, and it was not good. And there also was another down year. It was a very tough year, as we have rehashed uh, numerous times. And so I didn't think I was going to do it. I was just like, well, we had a good 2 year run. 2 year run. I'm not counting last year. I mean, we had a handful of episodes. We had the season preview. We had the Coach O and one-on-one. We had the Missouri Western episode. We had Lincoln episode. Sounds about right. And I think we had Northeastern State. That might have been the only. I had 5 in total. So and only 3 of those would have been recaps. So uh, I wasn't liking how that was sounding. So I said I was gonna just pack it in, and then I had recorded a season recap. I was gonna put out there just to test the market, and then literally while I was recording, because I put my phone on silent when I do the recording, found out that Coach Bobek had stepped down, so that kind of rendered my whole thing null and void. And I tried to redo it, but I was too emotional at that time, because you gotta understand here, if it wasn't for Coach Bobek, there would be no Choach. I would have had no access to him, to the team. So I owe him a great deal of debt there, and so that didn't work. So I was gonna pack it in, and then I learned Coach Duro comes in, and I was like, that's great. I mean, obviously this man's multiple time national champion. I clearly, Mr. Wagner. I hope I'm saying Mr. Stan's name right, because he's a great supporter. But I that was an A+ hire. It kind of reminded me a lot of the Bob Hoffman hire on the men's basketball front. It was just a win-win, and I wasn't going to say anything, and then my gut told me, hey, just record like 45-second video, just share your thoughts, post on Twitter, and listen. If nobody cares, then that's probably a sign to hang it up. And to my surprise, A lot of people care. A lot of people care. I think it got over almost like close to like 1,000 views, something like that. And so then, we recorded the intro press conference with Coach Doral, literally on my phone. Because at the time I was still on the fence about whether or not to look into getting new equipment. And that episode I posted on Spotify, and I think prior to that, I had 3 subscribers on Spotify. Now, granted, I never marketed it well. I usually would just post the episode directly to the Swamp Report website. And I didn't really fully commit to just putting it on Spotify. But there was 3. And I think maybe 24, 48 hours when I checked back, we were up to 9. So I had gained 6. So at that point, I kind of knew, okay, people still do, 1, want the coverage, and 2, they value my opinions and my thoughts on it. So at that point, it was okay. Now that I know people are still interested, how can I maximize this? Because we have to capitalize. Anytime you make a great hire, such as what UCO did, bringing in Coach Doral, you have to capitalize on this. And I had long wanted to start a gaming channel here on YouTube, and just didn't have the software for it. So when I upgraded, that was the main thing. And then I realized soon after, hey, wait a minute, we could probably do something on the video front. Now that I can run OBS, now that I can more storage, I can run editing software. And so we launched the channel back in January. With the first video, which I just checked, all these numbers are accurate as of 1:45 p.m. on Saturday, July 30th. And that's at over 161 views now. So at that point, I knew we had something. And then Dante McGee, when I did the receiver and tight end breakdown, he reached out to me personally, thanking me for the coverage, and volunteered him to come on. So obviously in the position that we were currently in, I wasn't going to decline that, and really all the interviews that came after, you said, "Oh, Dante, a big thing of thanks," because I had to go. I had to hastily order the webcam that I'm currently using. I had to order the little USB extender port, and get that done. And so, when his video exploded, because at that time we were only at I don't know if we even had, we may have had 10, 12 subscribers. And so just from that time to now, seeing the numbers here, over 4,000 total views, for a channel of our size right now, covering the subject matter that we do, which is so niche to a lot of people, it has been nothing shy of incredible. And so, I owe you all a great deal of thanks. When I went into it, I was like, man, it'd be nice if we could get 20 subscribers before the season starts. And here we are, not even at fall camp yet, and we're knocking on 50 subscribers. I mean, that's big. I haven't even checked the Spotify numbers yet. I've just been, we're almost at 40 episodes of just like interviews. And I think there's the MIAA Media Day, which you haven't checked that out. Check out the Spotify link in the description, and a few more. We're almost at 40 episodes on season 3, 4, season 3, whatever the newest season is around on Spotify. We're almost at 40 episodes, and we're not even we're just now at the end of July. So I really do owe you all great thanks. If it wasn't for your support, like I said, I would have hung it up, and I don't know. I don't think it'd be the same if I wasn't doing this. This is I want to say it's safe football for me, but it really makes it more enjoyable. I think I learned a lot 2020 when there was no UCO football, how disengaged I was as a whole. Yeah, I watched it, but was it the same? No. And so I think this I think we have I can't thank you guys enough. And we're gonna try to keep this train rolling, as long as we can. And so that's kind of why came on here and want to give you all what I'm thinking about for fall coverage. So as I've been teasing, if you listen over on Spotify, I've been teasing. I have gotten a new job. I have got a 9 to 5, as some would say, right? start that next Monday. So I'm really looking forward to that. But now you might be thinking, okay, well, now how does, aside from congratulations and you want to brag that you got a new job, how does this affect the content? Well, it affects the content. I'm going to right now say in a positive way, because I wanted to have a set schedule, and I can kind of work around that set schedule. Plus, I have every weekend off, which is very good. So the only problem foreseeable might be because I don't know what shift I'm going to be getting. So the Thursday games, because there's 3 Thursday games this year since they moved to Northeastern State. I just why did we move the Northeastern State game one from the end of the season to, like, was it week 4 or something like that, like early in the season, week 4, week 5, and you put it on Thursday? I don't appreciate that. You're just like, I get the rivalry's been lopsided. I get that, Northeastern State's been down, but like you can't just do that to a rivalry game, man. Just the sheer disrespect on that front. But I digress. So those are the only issues that might happen, and I say might because they play with Emporia. That's the first home game, and then Northeastern State's a home game. The Missouri Western game is fine because it'll be online, so that's a road game. So those will be the only two, and I hate that they're both home games. This season is not as it was last year, where it wouldn't have been as bad, when I would have been able to kind of move around the schedule to cover those live. But but that's what I'm thinking. As you know, I previously worked for the Thunder, and I really enjoyed my time there. I had great coworkers, great environment. Again, to say I was an NBA employee in any regard is nothing shy of spectacular. Not many people can say they worked for the NBA, and got paid to be around basketball. But the schedule was very brutal, and that's kind of why that's another reason why I was about to give it up, because it was just tough trying to get consistent content out. As a content creator, I feel like consistency is something that is very, very, very important. But with this, like I said, though, I have a set schedule, and I have weekends off, so we can definitely nail some content. So while it might be slow here in the next couple of weeks, kind of until I get adjusted to the new surroundings and schedule, I'll figure some things out. Just know content is going to come back. Okay, it's going to come back, and then on that content front, we might have some this week. I've been in contact with my man Chris Brannick about trying to get Coach Duro on. Hopefully, we can do that. I've also been in contact with another transfer receiver and another specialist. I hope to nail some times down on those two, and then also might reach out to another coach. There is 3 left. We have not gotten to. There's 3 left. There is Coach Tweethouse, Coach Harold. I've been in contact with. I know he's not free until sometime in the fall. And then there's Coach Van Curran, who I might actually try to get on here, because he did reach out to you the other day, and thanking me for the coverage. I have to say that the support from the guys in the locker room, from the coaches, the players, it really means the world. But so what you can expect in the fall, I'm thinking about. We touched on before the highlight videos. I think that's a definite one, because I have to get highlights anyways for when I do the breakdowns, the season breakdowns at the end of the season. So I might as well go ahead and do that. It's not going to take too long. I don't think, especially for road games, because like I said, I'll record while I'm watching the game. It just makes it a lot easier. All I got to do is just go in and edit it. So, but those should be out. That will be out Monday. Okay, those will be out Monday during the season. The actual show itself, the actual like weekly episode where we break down the game, we preview the next game, all that will be on Spotify. So I encourage you all, go subscribe to the Spotify. That's where you will find that. Now on here, like I said, Monday we'll have the highlight videos up. I want to live stream, because I have the capability to do so, and I've yet to try it. So if you all could put down a time for this week that would work, and I'll try to find a time for the majority of you all. I want to do a test live stream. I want to see this is something that will work. Because I think it'd be cool, like once a week, maybe for like an hour or so. You know, we go live. You all can ask me questions, thoughts directly. You all can share your thoughts. Maybe even we're able to get like guys on. I know it's tough for them because they got football and then they got school and then they got lives, but like I don't know, like say Steph goes for I don't know 350 and three, and we can get him to come on. Say we go live. I don't know Wednesdays at 7. Okay, so then we can get Steph on, and we can go live, and Steph can join us for maybe like half an hour or so, and he can talk about his performance. You all can ask him questions. Something along those lines. It's not well flushed out, which is a real reason why I wanted to do the test live stream is to get live discussion and live feedback on that. But I think it's something along those lines. Maybe we introduce like a Cho player of the week, and that's the guy that we try to bring on. To get on there. I don't know. But that's something that I really do want to do is the live stream. And it was that I felt like that the live stream honestly would probably be best for we spitball ideas. But there's that. Trying to think what's going. We're also going this year to definitely sprinkle in more other sports besides football. Football's going to be the main focus. Something that I feel like I lost track of in 2019, 2021. I did because I just didn't have time to follow the other sports. We kind of lost that part, but just through the softball. I mean, I think if you look at the fact we had All-American JC Mentor on, that's almost at 160 some odd views. Then we had Taryn Rich, which should be at almost 40, I think, right? And then from the baseball front, we had Kyler Patterson, that's at almost 50, and then we had Braden Nelson and Lawson Isaacson. So we gained. I know we gained probably I don't know what 5-6 subscribers off the baseball front. So definitely in cases like that, right, where if JC's named the All-American, we definitely gonna try to get her on, or say on the basketball front, right? Say somebody goes off, scores 40, we're gonna try to get them on, kind of at least shed some light on the other sports like we used to do. I feel like I can do that. I can be able to at least follow it from a casual standpoint, maybe not as in depth as it is football, but kind of still keep track of like, oh, hey, I see so and so is killing it, this year. Or, hey, so and so's, leading the conference in steals. Yeah, something along those lines, kind of give other sports some sign as well. So just keep that in mind as well. You might see some others sprinkled in here throughout the year. And then finally, I wanted here to touch on briefly now. I'm spitballing here. I'm just throwing this out there because I get asked a lot. A lot, especially at games when I'm either walking to the stadium, to the press box, or we're walking to post game, or even in the press box. I get inquired about my Show hat. Okay, about where they can find one, how much are they? So, do we want merch? Yeah, that's a question. Do we want merch? We can definitely get the merch, and we can get something done. I already have a guy that does designs. He already said just say the word, and he'll come up with something cool. We can easily get that done in the future. That's something that you all want is merch. And do we also want like a dedicated social media platform? Like, do we want a official show Twitter, or are we cool? Because I'm cool just using a personal account, and that also be below if you want to follow me on there. I'm cool with just doing that, honestly, but I just didn't know if that's something that you all wanted, because I'm definitely gonna try live tweeting from the games more. Now we've got a better following. I will try some live tweeting. I don't know, because I don't know if you all watch the games online, like the road games. So I will do that too this coming season. But like I said, just let me know on that, and let me know, let's say, on the date for a live stream, test live stream. If we hope just if we don't get the feedback on it, I'm still do it just because I want to test it out. I like to do it at a time where I know the vast majority of you all will be able to hop on at least for a short period. I'm thinking, I'm kind of wanting to do it Tuesday, Wednesday night ish. So just like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday night is possibly Thursday night. I don't know, and we can do more than one if we do it earlier on in the week. Kind of work the kinks out. But I think that's something that's definitely cool because through StreamYard, I'm able to go live right on the Instagram channel. I mean on the YouTube channel. So I just got to set it up, and then for post, we okay for post. That's another thing. I don't know what the setup's going to be under Coach Doral now. Under Coach Bobek, we would go to Brandon's offer. In 2018, we went to the little theater film room type thing up there in the performance center, and we could, if we do that again, then we could definitely have video. I can record the video on my phone, and I just upload it to Drive, and then we can get that on there. Because normally, when we've done it in the past, after that 2019, and then last year, well, 2019 mainly did it in Chris Brannick's office. So I just did the audio, and then last season we would do it like right inside the weight room of the performance center. So it just was easier to do audio. So that's, so I'm thinking, if depending on how that's looking, we could get that full video of it, and I could upload that too. Maybe do that on like a Tuesday or something like that. That way you all have it here, and you can see it, because I realize people do enjoy actually seeing the people, right? Like when I interview, you can see the expressions, you can see it. I mean, so that's something, depending on the setup, we definitely will do that. And then if it's not, I don't know how I would put the full. I guess I could still put the full audio on here. It just there wouldn't be there wouldn't be a video to it. Might just be like a picture or something like that. I don't know, because if I put the highlight video out, don't want to use the same highlights twice in a row. So I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when that bridge comes. But just keep that in mind. Just let me know if you want to see the video at the press conference as well, because again, that's something that's very, very easy to do on that front. I think that's probably it. Like I said, I really appreciate you all for all your support. Please continue to do so. And like I said, yeah, these numbers, man, blew me away. They blew me away, and I can't thank you all enough. I mean, you all just crushing it, and so we're not even at the season yet. So I'm glad to see this many people excited and interested, and the renewed interest in UCL football, because it's good football. A lot of these guys are local, and just talking to the guys, as you've seen, especially those older guys, there's really that, not only like there's that hunger, but there's that responsibility to turn this around, and because they have to carry on the legacy that they had. Right, there isn't many old dudes left. Right, you got Peyton, you've got Johnny, you've got Dante, you've got Jason Harris, Marlo Hughes. I think are like the guys from that 2018 class that was there last time there was a winning record. So not many of those dudes left, and their time's running out. So it's important for them to get this turned around, which I think is telling right there. I think it's telling of the mindset of this team, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing them play, and I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing you all on a live stream. Like I said, either Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I mean, even Monday. Like I said, just comment below your thoughts, time, just any kind of feedback, whatever. And as I say over there on Spotify, until that time, my name is Jonathan Goodo, aka JG Smooth. I'll talk to you all later.